everybody. Oh wait, let me close my door. Funny story. My husband has 4 snakes. My son wanted to keep one in his room, and my husband obliged. Snake that was supposed to be in my son's room is now missing. So my door stays closed. Life of a wife. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. Coach Tony here. I'm coming to you because I wanted to show you how I do my makeup before I go to work. This look is not spectacular, it's not beat or anything like that, but I do have vitiligo and it's on my face. A lot of people have told me they didn't suspect that I had vitiligo. And so I'm here to kind of maybe help somebody who's out there who wants to learn how to cover it up and maybe wants a good way to do it. I went on the Dermablend website. I tried to do what they said and it really didn't work for my face. The lady at Macy's OD'd on my face and I looked crazy. So it was a lot of trial and error on my part. So I wanted to show you guys what I did and techniques I used to get it covered like this and, so no one can see. I got vitiligo late 2013, so I was already grown and it was very hard for me to accept at that time, and I kind of grew into it. I only have segmental vitiligo, which is something that happens externally that affects you internally. The doctor said it could have been stress because at that time I was going through a lot in my life. Getting vitiligo was probably a reaction to all the stress I had. People who have vitiligo all over usually have something immune that is a little off, and it reflects in the way that their melanin disappears from their skin. I was just prescribed a cream by my doctor and I didn't take it because it burned my face, and lo and behold, it's going away slowly. It's not going away fast at all, but it is going away. It took about a whole year and a half for it to be at its biggest point, and now it's going away, but it's taking years for it to really take off. So we'll see what happens. I'm getting used to covering it. I start teaching 7th grade math this year, but I've been hired and contracted out to teach programs and things like that to kids, or I've been a gym teacher before, and it was so distracting to have the kids be talking about my face and not getting started. And I don't mind the discussion. If we had to have a discussion about vitiligo, I would be more than willing to go to school without makeup. But with the fact that we had to get to step class or we had to get to math class and they were talking about my face, I was just you know what, time to cover it up. So I cover it up when I have to do important things, and I kind of do a mix of cover and not cover depending on where I'm going otherwise. So that's it. I will show you how I got this look, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay guys, so here's my face. Surprise, surprise. It actually used to be a lot bigger around my mouth, and the one on the side of my face used to be by my eye to my ear. I used to have some in the corner of my eye and behind my ear, but it's been going away, so I might post pictures. I have washed my face and moisturized it. I use paper towels now because I threw away my brushes a while ago and I just haven't bought them again. I don't really care for makeup brushes, but maybe that's what's wrong with me. So I need the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation in the color 4.4, and I kind of grabbed my paper towel and I just put some on there and I blot and let me tell you, my technique for all of this is absolutely not professional at all, but I feel like there's many more of us who are not professional than many more of us who are not professional than those of us who are, I guess. So I don't know, this is what I do. It's not really the best, but where I work is dark, so who cares? It looks nice in the dark. Then I take the MAC Ambering Rose Sheer Tone Shimmer Blush and I put it on my vitiligo, because when I used to take pictures without doing this first, it was kind of clear when the flash was on that there was no pigment at that spot. So the red kind of helps, give it a, not a pale white undertone since I'm not pale white. I guess it works for me. I'm sure there's a product for it, but I don't know what it is. Dermablend setting spray. So I try to get this red to set so it doesn't rub off when I finally put the second part, and I hate spraying myself. Wait for a little bit and let it set. Do your happy dance while it sets. I used to cover up the side of my face, but I don't anymore because it got so small and I'm now comfortable with it. And people ask if I burn myself. Sometimes I tell them yes, sometimes I tell them no. This is the Dimmer Blend. It is in the color Deep Brown and it is called the Cover Cream. A little of this goes a long, long way. Like, you don't need that much, especially since I don't have that much, so I don't need that much. But yeah, I actually bought my first can of this, or canister I should say, in 2014, probably around April, and I just had to replace the canister a few months ago. So the whole thing lasted me a few years, and it was pretty good because back then I had a lot more vitiligo to cover. So hopefully this new canister will last me until the whole thing goes away, because it is actually quite not cheap and quite expensive at Macy's, and you can't find it anywhere. I've only been able to find it at Macy's so far. I guess maybe the Dermablend website. There I go, filling in my lips to make sure. This color is really, really, really nice, and I wish I could just leave it right there, but I have to set it because otherwise, I used to leave this and not buy the setting powder. I didn't know I didn't have to. And then what happened? One day it started raining and it just started sliding off my face, and I learned about setting powder. That is the Dermablend setting powder I'm holding, and it is in the color Warm Saffron. I used to use the translucent color, but it made me look ghastly after I was done, so bought the new color. Like I said, a lot of trial and error with this thing. It gets all over the place. You just wipe it away from where you don't need to set it, and then you wait. Give it some time to set. Make sure it gets on your lips too. The lips is the hardest thing for me. Oh my gosh. Trial and error with the lips for sure, but I'll talk about that later. So anyway, while I wait, because that is a process there. The longer you wait, the better it comes out, but I'm not gonna wait that long for this time. I don't know how to use this. The Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream Eyes. The girl at Macy's said I needed it. I probably do. There's little parts of my face that get dented in because of my glasses. I'm assuming it's my glasses, I don't know. And they're very pronounced and a little bit darker than the rest of my face. So I put that on there. I'm pretty sure I'm not using it right. I know I'm not using it right. But hey, it kind of alleviates whatever. There's my beauty blender. The girl at Macy's also said I need that. I don't know how to use it properly either. So yeah, here I am patting in my BB cream. And it kind of just makes the lines a little less pronounced, which is, I'm fine. I wear glasses, so by the time I put the glasses back on, you really can't see. So it is what it is. Okay, so on to the next. After that, I set it because that's what the lady told me I should do once I put that stuff under my eyes. Don't know if I'm doing that right. I use the Dermablend setting powder for it, so it is what it is. Then I play the waiting game again. Fast forward it for you guys. So I look up to the corner all the time because I was actually getting ready to go to work. It wasn't like me doing my face for nothing. I was going to work, and so I was checking to see if the time was elapsing for me too quickly. So yeah, but here I am making a fan out of my formula sheet so that I can fan my face. Usually if I'm in my bathroom, I actually have like a little blow dryer that I put on cool and blow all over my face to kind of set everything. So then I take the blender again. Pretty sure it's not how I'm using it or how I'm supposed to use it, but it's how I'm going to use it. And I just take the Studio Skin Smashbox again, and I put it all over my face. I gently dab it because I feel like when I put the setting powder, if someone catches me in a picture again, it looks like ghastly on certain parts of my face exactly where I've had setting powder. So I kind of want to dab the foundation into wherever I just had setting powder to make my skin an even color. Like, I'm not interested in contouring. I don't know how to do it. So at this point, I just don't want it to look like I, and mixed with ghost ancestry once someone takes a picture of me, if they end up having to do so. So I put another layer of the foundation all over my face and kind of make sure I focus on the areas where I've just set, including the place with my vitiligo, just so that I can come out of this with a smooth, even skin color to the best of my ability, obviously, because like I said, I know nothing about what I'm really doing. My husband laughs at this process every day because usually when I'm doing this, I complain about how much I don't know what I'm doing. All right, time to set again. Felt like I needed back to my makeshift fan. If I was in my bathroom, it would be my blow dryer. And here I go, fanning myself. Oh, the life I live. It's actually extremely hot in that room anyway. So then I find a new piece of the paper towel, clean piece. I grab the Smashbox Photo Filter Powder Foundation in the color 10, and I go and powder myself. Do I know if this is the right step? Of course not, but this is what I do. I rub all over my face, including the place of the vitiligo, and I rub the place of the vitiligo a little bit tough. Like I kind of make sure I rub there, because the setting powder should have set it, but sometimes some spots don't get set properly. So I need to know what those spots are, because if they don't get set properly and I can rub them away with a tissue, if I need to blow my nose, they're gonna go away. See, there and there, yeah. If it starts to rain or something, those are spots that go first. So I kind of rub a little hard to see which spots didn't set, so that I can come back in with the Dermablend cover cream and reapply just to make sure. So this is my second application. If I set with the powder for long enough, sometimes I set in the morning before I have to go to work for like maybe half an hour, it won't rub off as easily. Then I reset the places I just reapplied very lightly, very gently, so I don't get powder all over the place. Tis with chiz, tis with chiz. And there I go. So, time to wait again. Another waiting experience. I tell you, having vitiligo has been so humbling. I appreciate my skin so much more, and I love my skin for actually having the strength to revert back slowly but surely. So here I go again with the Smashbox Photo Filter Powder Foundation, and I just rub it all in. Then my MAC Ambering Rose again. It is blush, so this time I actually use it as blush. I learned to smile and put it on the parts that pop. So there you go. That's what I do with the blush. Smile and put on the parts that pop. Who knows if I'm doing it correctly? Probably not, but that's fine. So I use it as blush, and then I use it as eyeshadow because this is the only red thing I have in my arsenal. So I close my eyes, put it all the way up to my eyebrow, and there you go. Don't mind the fact that my eyebrows need to be done. I do them like once every 6 months, so it is what it is. Now, my lips. They're not set. Even with the setting powder, lips are so finicky, and I've tried to do so much, but here is the solution. This is the Tarte lipsticks line. I don't know if Tarte does other things, but Tarte has a line that's like a very quick, dry, 24-hour kind of stay thing, and this is the color Fortune. And I put it all over my top lip. It dries so, it's such a dry lipstick that it holds everything in place, and I can drink and eat comfortably for about 20 to 24 hours even without it coming off. So I let that dry, and I put my glasses on, and oh my gosh, they work. Woo. Sorry about that. My glasses, I treat them so badly. I need new ones, that's probably why. But yeah, cleaning them off. So yeah, once the Tarte dries, I can do anything with my lips. I just have to kind of not close my lips completely for a while, but there you go. I think the glasses like makes it makes me look like I've actually done my face. So that is it. There you go. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will talk to you guys again shortly. Bye.